What is up, everybody? It is me, Luco here, and today we're going to be just reading through the Rocket League Rumble update patch notes because I figured it would be an interesting video. Here, let me just adjust my mic. Sorry if that just ear raped you. So we're going to be reading the patch notes. These came out September 8th. Today being September 9th. I know I'm a day late. I just decided to try and play through it a bit yesterday, and I hadn't uploaded a video, so I wanted to give you guys some gameplay. So, first, it starts off with saying, Rocket League is now available on SteamOS and Mac. Also save 25% off Rocket League and Rocket League DLC. So if you haven't bought the game, you can save 25% on that, and you can buy DLC for 25% off, which most of the DLC is $2, which brings it down to $1.50, which is quite nice. I bought 2 myself. So, as we go down here, we get to the patch notes, and it says platform, PC, PS4, Xbox One, so we know what platforms this came out on. I believe these are the only 3 platforms Rocket League is on, unless it's on, iPad or something, which, as far as I know, that would never happen. But, so we get to the patch notes, and Rocket League is now available in beta on Mac and Linux platforms. All new Rumble mode has been added as an unranked playlist, and also available in private matches and exhibition mode. So, Rumble mode is pretty cool. You basically get your own little power things or whatever, and those affect the ball in different ways or other players. So there's one where you can swap places with the players, so say one's about to hit it into the goal, and you can just swap places with them and save the ball. And then there you go, you're a team player. There's also one that's like a boxing glove or whatever, and you can punch the ball super far. There's one there's one where there's a grappling hook where you actually grapple to the ball, and whenever you hit it, that's and the angle you hit it at, that's just where the ball goes, and so forth. There's even more stuff than that. And so also they added a way to create up to 10 car presets that save a specific car configuration for easy access. So what's great about this is if you like different car bodies, but you don't want to keep switching and then doing all the different decals and stuff, what you can do is you can actually make different presets now. Now it says up to 10 right here. And so basically when you just choose your preset, it's done. Your car is all made and everything. It's fantastic. And so also the primary color palette has been expanded to give players more options for their blue and orange cars, including green colors for the blue team, which is quite nice. And I actually saw a green car earlier today when I was playing. So that is pretty cool. We just have more options now to customize our cars, which is always fantastic. Added DFH Stadium Stormy, and Urban Central Dawn. So it added a Stormy version of DFH Stadium, and then a Dawn version of Urban Central. So to all casual/competitive playlists. So that means in ranked or competitive, whatever you want to call it, and in the normal casual modes, you get these maps. Added all new Octagon Arena to the Rocket Labs playlist, which I want to play that. I actually haven't seen that yet, so I'm going to play some Rocket Labs, maybe record that, and we'll see how that goes. That'll be up tomorrow if I do. And then new content now, so that was just the headlines, and so now we're at our new content. So, antennas, we added the community flags. There's Discord, which I actually, it's not open right now, but I had that open not too long ago. Screw Attack. The following PAX items are now available: DIV antenna, Penny arcade flag, and the PAX flag. So sorry if you can hear me clicking, by the way. They added video games, so I'm assuming that's a video game antenna. I even looked at it. Headlander Sarcophagus. Sorry. A topper, the day of the okay, so these are all the things added in video games, I'm assuming. So toppers, the day of the tentacle, and that's kind of weird. Painted items. The following items can now drop with the painted attribute. Chef hat, ivy cap, pork pie hat. Ooh, I want that. Trucker hat, unicorn horn, visor, and wildcat ears, which is okay. And so for some new arenas, we have that DFH Stormy and that Urban Central Dawn like before, and then there's that Octagon and Rocket Labs, which we saw up here in the headlines. So, and then changes and updates. This is just the general changes right here. And so in general, the Rumble 3v3 mode has been added as an unranked playlist, and it's also available in private matches and exhibition mode. at any team size. Now that's only in the private matches and exhibition mode, and the unranked playlist. It's 3v3 as it says right here. Mac and Linux betas are now available, so if you don't have Windows, you are not screwed over. New car presets, so like we said before, 10 car presets, and now the garage now supports equipped blue and equipped orange functionality. This allows you to tailor your car differently based on which team you end up on, which is pretty cool in my opinion. You can now create up to 10 car presets, which we said that before. Presets can be quickly swapped between in the garage submenu. I don't think I said that, but there you go. That's a pretty useful tip. You know, you just like hit right bumper or left bumper if you're using a 360 controller or an Xbox One controller, and there you go. Excuse me. And so now there's a randomize preset button, which just completely randomizes your preset, pretty self-explanatory, and just puts random items and colors and everything, decals, random body, just everything for your car. So now there's trading between players. To trade, form a party with a friend and select the player you wish to trade with on your party bar. The invite trade option will appear. So it's not like Steam trading, and that's so like if you actually are like if you're on PS4 or Xbox One, you can still trade without Steam, obviously, because it's not Steam trading. You can trade online, uncommon and up item drops, crates and crates items. You can trade most limited items like Halloween or Alpha items, but not special rewards like Season 2 boosts. You cannot trade common items or premium DLC items, so that's to prevent people from asking someone to buy them, or to buy a DLC and then give them like one car, like one body or whatever, you know, or like a topper or an antenna from that DLC. So then you actually have to buy the DLC yourself. They're bound to your personal account and cannot be given away, which makes sense. Keys or items obtained from keys like crate items have a trade hold that prevents them from being traded to other players for 7 days from the time of purchase. The primary color palette has expanded, which we said that before. Now there's green colors for the blue team, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So now onto the online changes. And so in the online changes, we have the introducing Champions Crates. Now, you can now find Champions Crates rarely after completing online matches that contain exclusive decals, wheels, boost trails, and even import car bodies. So I'm assuming like Japan or whatever, or just European cars, which would... If there's a Bugatti body, that would be pretty cool. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten a crate yet. Crates can be unlocked with keys, which are for sale in the Manage Inventory and Crate Unlock menus. Note, a portion of the proceeds goes from all crates open goes directly to the Rocket League esports prize pools, which is pretty freaking awesome. So just know that you're funding the community pretty much when you buy a key for your crate. So it's not just going straight to Psyonix. Some of it goes towards and back to the community. Each crate has a unique series of items it may contain in the Manage Inventory screen. While selecting a crate or tooltip displays the full set of items in the series, which ones you have collected. Crate items can be used in existing trading system, blah 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 blah. This is just all about trading with crate items and stuff. Oh, and you can view your crates and preview their possible contents from the Manage Inventory screen. So it's basically like how in CSGO or TF2, there's like different crates or cases or whatever, and you can mouse over it, and, well, I'm not sure if you mouse over it in Rocket League, but in CSGO and TF2, that's what you do. And you can see what possible contents are in there, so whether it's worth opening or not to you, and to see if you already have some of those items. Crate drops do not count against your normal, uncommon, /rare, very rare online item drop. They're a completely separate system, so that's pretty cool in my opinion. All of the import cards included in crates have identical steering and hitbox stats to the existing vehicles in the game. So basically, they're saying all of these quote-unquote import cars, they steer and turn exactly the same as the current cars, and then on top of that, they have the same exact hitbox stats to the existing vehicles in the game, which I didn't know that. I didn't know that all the vehicles have the same hitbox. I was told that the van or whatever has just a 1 pixel bigger hitbox, which that could be true, but Psyonix may not note it, but that would be false advertisement, so maybe they are all the same now. Team names and colors are now available in private match, which is pretty cool. You can name your team, and there's team colors are now available in private match. When creating a private match, you can specify custom team names for both teams. These names will appear on the scoreboard when goals are scored, and when goals are scored. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. It adds a bit more professionalism to the game, I guess. Private matches now support team color selection. These colors override colors by selected players, similar to season mode. The full color palette is available, and the stadium colors will change to reflect your choices. So that's basically saying when you choose a color, it reflects it on the stadium. Pretty self-explanatory. Sorry. Competitive inactivity. Players who do not play in a competitive match for 30 days or longer are now considered inactive. Inactivity removes you from competitive leaderboards and reassigns you the unranked skill tier. An active player's skill rating is not lost or reset. They must play a few placement matches to be recalibrated. The number of placement matches depends on how long they have been inactive. So basically what this is saying, this whole section right here, it's basically saying that if you don't play competitive or ranked match, whatever you want to call it, for 30 days, you are known as inactive to at least the game. And so your rank isn't technically lost, but you have to play a few placement matches to have your rank recalibrated. And so depending on how long you've been inactive, that'll be either more or less placement matches. Following boost trails have now received a visual upgrade. So the bubbles, confetti, data stream, flamethrower, purple, grass, hydro, money, plasma, slime, snowflakes, sparkles, and thermal boosts have all gotten a visual upgrade, which is pretty good in my opinion, especially the money. I want to see the money one now, because I personally don't use it. I used to, but I may just switch back now because money's cool, dude. So Retro Utopia has been removed from Rocket Labs, but can still be played in private matches. So I'm assuming Retro Utopia was not well received, or if it was well received, maybe it'll be added to the game, and that's why it's not in Rocket Labs anymore. We will see about that. So right here, UI/UX, party chat is now available in the main menu and more, which is pretty cool. So basically, if you're on the main menu and you've got a party of multiple people, you can just type, you can type and chat with them in there, which is pretty darn cool, at least in my opinion. Parties of players that can now chat together from any screen using a party chat widget that appears in the bottom right of your interface. Simply press R2 on PS4, RT on Xbox One, or click the icon on PC to open the chat window. But if you're using one of these controllers, it would be R2 or RT. If you're on PC using one of those controllers. At least I would assume so, because everything else changes to whatever console your controller is, at least in terms of controls. So you can party chat on the main menu before matchmaking from training or other local modes, or even in a live match, which is pretty cool. So if you're in a match with someone, and you can just totally type to them, be like, yo, what up, dude? And so messages from other party members will appear in your in-game chat log as well. So from other party members will appear. Oh, okay, that's cool. So say you're in a game, but somebody else from the party is not in the game. If they send you a message, it'll still appear in your in-game chat log as well, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It makes the party chat feature a lot more useful, especially for people that, I don't know, tournaments and just stuff like that in general. The managed inventory screen now supports searching and the filtering of items, which is pretty freaking great in my opinion, actually, because the Rocket League menus are kind of cluttered in my opinion. It's just like everything is just listed in one thing, and so this is going to help. This right here is going to help with that, because then now you can filter only things of this theme or whatever. That's at least what I'm guessing, or of rarity, or just painted items, stuff like that. At least that's what I'm assuming. And screen now supports searching, so you can search for an item instead of scrolling through all of it. So you can type in money on the trails thing, and then there you go. Now you got your money. Well, in the replay viewer, you can now open the replay list and change which replay you're watching around the mid-game menu, which is kind of cool. In competitive matches, the skill division / promotion / demotion display has been moved to the scoreboard screen, so it does not interfere with the post-game spotlight. Bug fixes. So there aren't that many bug fixes, but any bug fix is welcome when it comes to especially in online video game. Displaying both depth of field and bloom in the video options will no longer desaturate the entire game unintentionally. Oh, okay. So if you disable both depth of field and bloom, now I do remember this problem because back on my old laptop it couldn't run like anything, so I had Rocket League 720p lowest settings. And so if you were to disable both depth of field and bloom, the video options will no longer desaturate the entire game unintentionally, which is what would happen. It would just desaturate everything, and it looked god awful. The Guam country flag now appears correctly, so I guess there was something wrong with that. I don't live in Guam, so I never used that flag. Offensive nameplates will once again appear censored to players on PlayStation 4 when appropriate. Will once again appear censored to players. Okay, so apparently, if you have an offensive nameplate and you're on PS4, you're kind of screwed. Or if someone else has an offensive nameplate and you're on PS4, it'll be censored. So that is one thing to note. PlayStation players fixed an issue that incorrectly granted Xbox players incorrect XP when switching accounts. So basically, if you switched accounts on Xbox, it would incorrectly grant XP to players, which could be both a good and a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. So that's all it is for the patch notes. I just realized how much I actually read in this video. So, wait. Oh, okay, this is just PC Gamer article and stuff. Okay, so, thank you all for watching. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this type of style, or leave a comment down below and let me know. I'm considering doing more patch note videos, especially for Rocket League in the future. So, yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments down below, and